it's America versus China, man. It's because it's Chinese. It's a Chinese company. They're making the dollars. America's not really making nothing off it, and they're not rocking with it.
Now it's like, okay, Shorts is like really like helpful for creators. Very, very helpful. Yeah. Like TikTok is good too, but like Shorts is better because it's directly on YouTube. Yeah. That's why I said before that YouTube is going to be like here forever, because when they implement those things that other social media platforms have been doing, all they have to do is implement it on their own platform, and it's going to like basically take over.
50 cents was from ads. You feel me? You barely make anything off ads, especially off the jump. Most of it came from subscribers.
But hey, what's up everyone? It's another episode of the Samson Dollar Talk Show. Your host Trudy, and we got a returning guest with us, and we got a special guest with us. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Alright. My name is Robby the Tune, you know, from Robby the Tune or Robby, whatever you want to call.
I'm Section 8 Santa on all platforms, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and whatnot.
You're saying.
He even got to promote, but I wanted to get into so how did you two become friends? It's like the first thing I kind of wanted to ask.
Mutual friends, basically. Mm-hmm. So we had one friend, and I used to hang out with him a lot. Mm-hmm. I knew his cousin before that, and then I hung out with him a lot before, and then he would come to my house, and then he would bring them to my house, him and then a couple of our other friends, and I don't know, eventually we just kind of like hung out a lot. And
it's funny because our mutual friend, like, for a good like whole year, he was like, yo, you try and hang out with like some of my other friends, like Robby and a couple other guys, and like I'm always kind of like wary to make new friends, you feel me? So like for a whole year I was like, hell no, like I don't care about like meeting like anyone else, going to like some random guy's house. But I don't know, one time I was just like, yeah, and then ever since then we became like OC mans.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you also, Robby specifically. So I've been seeing like your content from like 8 years ago with the like mental health skits, the animation, and then the crossbar challenge. I think the crossbar challenge in your man's Elo FIFA HD.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
I seen his page. I was watching like that whole reel and whatnot. I was like, man, so like talk about that. Are you like a football fan yourself?
Oh yeah, so not as much as I used to be. Back in the day when I was in high school, I got into football because of FIFA. Yeah. So I played a lot of FIFA, and then like I started watching a lot more football. And when I moved to Virginia, like 2016, that's when I like there with my cousin, and we were just talking about it. And since we were both into YouTube, he was just like, you want to do a bunch of like, football videos, crossbar challenges, whatever, right? And then I was like, yeah, I'm definitely down. And I practiced a lot before I came here. Like initially I was never, like I couldn't do anything. I could barely even kick a ball. So I was just like practicing a lot in Minnesota. And then when I came to Virginia, I was a little bit more like, I was better. So then I could actually like, make these videos and stuff. And I did that with my cousin and another one of my mans from Nova. He was a lot better. Mm-hmm. So I had him in a lot of my videos too.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, so you said you're from Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
So take us back there. So like, when did the creative, motivation to start doing content and whatnot? Since I feel like it's been a trend nowadays. Yeah. I feel like you've been doing it for way back, so you gotta.
I've been doing it for a long time. Like it's been like at least a decade now, almost. So,
a decade?
Yeah. So basically, ever since I was like 6 years old, I've been into like art. Mm-hmm. So I was always drawing, watching a lot of anime and stuff like that. And when I got to like a certain age, like I started watching a lot more YouTube. I think it was like around like 13, 14. I started watching a lot more YouTube. And in my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, I could do the same thing. Like I could probably do that too. Like I could do skits, I could do let's plays, I could do all that. So when I was around 15, around 15, I made the YouTube channel, and then I started posting just random stuff. And it was doing well for a little while too. I think it got a little bit more popular when I moved to Virginia because I was like more focused on it. And then after that, there's a lot of family issues I was going through, school and all that, and I had to take a break for a while. But I started getting back into it recently, basically. So I kind of, if you look at my channels, a lot of my like older videos aren't there anymore. They're like private listed because in my head I just want to start over. You feel me? So I want to do something like completely new, just do gaming videos, because before I was doing a lot of, I guess like.
You do like animations and skits, right?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah. I did a lot of like, I guess I wouldn't say like skits. It was kind of like just like a lot of like stuff that I just kind of like thought of. Like I would be at home one day, and I was just bored, and I was like, oh, let me do a video of me just reading a bunch of like jokes based on superheroes. And then I made a video like that, and then I edited it and I posted it. You know, it was just like stuff like that I kind of just like was bored and I decided to do. And then recently that's when I was just like, let me just do purely gaming videos, because you know I've been a gamer since I was a kid, so I might as well just, you know, go into stuff that I'm pretty used to. You feel me?
I was gonna say, how's like the space in content creation and also like video game streaming in Minnesota compared to like it's here?
So I guess you could say it's like, so in Minnesota I didn't like record a lot of gaming. I was just doing like a lot of like the skit stuff. But when I was a kid, I'd play a lot of I guess like Wii and PlayStation 2 and stuff like that, because that was like what my parents could afford, but it was always not as much as, you know, maybe everybody else. Right. Because, you know, in Minnesota, it's a lot of like white kids. they got money. Yeah. So we was like it was kind of like the it's weird because like our family situation was like we didn't look broke, but like we were broke.
Yeah. You just didn't want to look too broke in front of
like it's just like we live in the suburbs, right? It's like we live in really nice houses, but like I'd be wearing probably the same outfit maybe like 5 times a week.
The outfits were $200, man.
At least, bro. So yeah, it was like we were like broke, but like middle class. It was weird. So
African middle class.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of the situation that I was in. So I didn't have a lot of video games to play with, but even though I was like really into what I played, you know, like a lot of Dragon Ball, Mario, Sonic, all that stuff. So I grew up on that, and then obviously when I got to like my teenage years in high school, I started watching people doing that on YouTube, and I saw like a whole bunch of new other games, and I'm like, I want to play all these games. You feel me? So that's kind of like where it mostly came from, that desire, I guess.
With the type of content that you do, so now I'm seeing you do reactions, the Sonic video game series, Dragon Ball Z content, and now like doing reactions with him as well. Like, let me ask you, like, what do you think is your favorite form of content? Like something that you could do without like you know, any thought, just do it, you know?
My favorite, I think, is, it's kind of hard to say because because basically what you just listed, like the reaction and the gaming videos are probably the two things that I do the most. Yeah. Just because I was doing a lot of reactions like when I was in 2016, 2017. Right. That's what I was like purely doing, that and skits. So I was already used to the reaction type of stuff, and obviously there's like a lot of crazy stuff to watch like nowadays, especially like nowadays. Yeah. So reacting to it is like gold, basically. It's like, you know, people want to see.
Was nice too, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
that geeked, bro.
We haven't even like it gets worse apparently. I didn't even know. Like,
y'all definitely gotta do part 2 on that.
We're gonna do part 2. Yeah. We should finish the whole show for real.
I'm planning on doing the whole.
How many episodes is in the show?
I don't even know. I have to check.
I have no idea.
It's a new series. It just started like maybe like a couple months ago. Yeah, but
it's so entertaining. Like we were talking about this last time, but he was just kind of saying like how girls can do that with a guy, but then like if there's a bunch of old guys with the young girls, it'd be like, yo, cancel, bro. Cancel.
It would not work. It wouldn't work.
Nah, it wouldn't work.
People would be creeped out.
I still find that show like pretty weird. I'm not gonna be honest.
It's like, it makes you uncomfortable when you watch it.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Because you think of yourself, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, why? Like, if I was on an island looking for like love, and like my mom was doing the same thing,
bruh.
Like, I don't.
That's weird, bro.
Like, I don't like that. Plus, like, you know what they're doing on that show? They're doing a lot of like freaky stuff, bro.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I don't want to.
He's not recorded, right?
I don't want to know what my mom's doing, bro. Like, that's not my business, bro. It's not my business, bro. Yeah. And I don't want her to know what I'm doing either. Like, that's not. Yeah. It was a wild thing, but basically that and gaming stuff is like my like, what's the word? My main thing.
Your main like content.
Yeah. So, cause you know I'm a gamer, I always play games, and then I'm always watching something. So, I wish I could do like anime reactions, but since copyright is like such a big thing now. With
I seen you used to do anime back in the day.
Oh yeah. I used to do a lot of, but now since like anime has been like copyright is like a really big thing, especially with anime.
Yeah.
So you can't really do too much with like reacting to stuff. Like maybe like if we had like a podcast talking about it, it would work out. But you know. I like doing reactions a lot, so I would want to do reactions of anime, but since I can't, you know, I have to, you know, find some other stuff to do, basically.
Facts. You know, I was gonna ask you, so you guys been collabing with each other and whatnot, so you've been in the game for, like you said, 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what type of advice would you give him, right? He started out in the game. He kind of exposed some secrets in the last pod. It's all good. The 1K subscribers, it's all good, bro. I'm
an honest guy, bro.
Hey,
I did it straightly for the monetization, and I realized it was a bad idea off the jump.
Yeah. Can you redo it, or not? You can't redo it.
I would have to make a new channel.
Nah, that's not worth it.
And like, I'm not trying to make a whole new channel. You feel me? So it's all good.
But like, what type of advice would you give him, like, kind of on growing his content and whatnot?
I've always given him. I think I've given him advice.
He's giving me plenty of advice, especially like teaching me how to like use Adobe Premiere and OBS, like all the different softwares and whatnot. So he's already been like giving me advice, like even before I started, because he knew I've been interested in this for like a long time. And like even back in Ferd Palace, we made a video together, so I was already kind of observing how he like did his process from like years back before I even started.
No, facts. I was gonna ask you too, since I think you've implemented shorts, and I do the same thing on my stuff, because I feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, the shorts bring in more views than the actual video, bro.
It really does. It's like surprisingly,
and I'm like, what, like for you, how impactful has that been for your growth as a channel? You know,
it helps a lot, like a crazy amount. I'd be like, every time I upload a short, I'll always get like a few subscribers, maybe like 2 or 3 every single time I upload a short, and it's usually never below 500 views. So I'll always get either like, I'll have one short that's like 500 views, but most of them are over 1,000, right? And then I'll have a good amount of likes and stuff like that, and it really, like, I don't know how the algorithm works with shorts that well yet, but whatever they did and whatever happens, like it gives me like, you know,
it helps your channel.
Yeah, exactly. It helps me out. I get comments. I get like people. I remember like I was talking to somebody in like one of my comments of one of my shorts, and we were just having fun, and then he was like, you know what, you got a subscriber off of me right there.
Damn.
And I was like,
really?
Ooh, appreciate it. Yeah. So it's I think it's a pretty good way to connect with people, especially like if you have fans that watch shorts, because there's a lot of people that always watch shorts. Like, it's kind of like how TikTok became popular, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So like they're just like, okay, maybe I don't want to watch a full 30-minute video. Maybe I want to watch like maybe 10 seconds of that video. So that's probably why it's a lot of what's the word? A lot of like attention towards shorts. Yeah.
And people's attention spans are so short nowadays. So
yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Flick. So it's like, if your video, like, I'll give you an example. So my shorts at the beginning, like, I was not doing the best job of promoting it, and like they weren't very like nicely structured, right? So I wouldn't get as many views. The second I got nicely structured shorts, and I was posting on everywhere, like my IG, my TikTok, and my YouTube, bro, like some of my shorts have 1.8K, 1K, stuff like that. I'm like, wow, like.
It's actually so crazy how easy it was to get those views, because you would think that like, oh, you're a new channel, you don't even get any views on your regular videos, so you're probably not gonna get anything crazy on your shorts. Then you post the shorts on your socials and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they just blow up like in a day. You know, we were talking about that the first time we uploaded our shorts, like for both of our channels. And like we were just like little girls, bro. We were just geeking, like, texting each other like, like, oh my god, bro, I hit like 500 views in like 30 minutes, bro. I don't like you know, it was like that. So I don't know. I guess it's just the algorithm for shorts is like beneficial for a lot of creators, especially new creators. Yeah.
Did y'all hear, by the way, about the new TikTok owner getting sued and something?
Yeah, I've seen like a couple videos of him like talking against like Congress and whatnot, and apparently people are thinking it's actually gonna get banned, but I don't know. I don't know if it's
a lot of the questions that the Congress are asking him was
they're kind of off. Like they were just like like questions that are like, bro, that's so dumb of a question. Like, bro.
It was like one of them was like, what, like, oh, like does the TikTok app connect to Wi-Fi? Which was basically the question that he asked.
No, it was the question. I was watching the whole little bit of it, right?
Right.
Basically asked, does TikTok retained the information from the Wi-Fi. Yeah, and he was just like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it does every basic thing that every social media does, right? I felt bad for the guy because he's like sitting there, and he's like, these so-called big dogs, you know what I mean? Right. They're like asking these questions, like, bro, a kindergartner asked me a better question. You feel me? Like,
they were just like, I don't know. I guess they just wanted to like get, what's the word? It's like a specific word for Congress, like where they like talk and like they get like a certain amount of time to talk or whatever. Like that's what they were focused on. I don't know, but basically, like I was just looking at this man's the CEO, and he was just like, I could tell like by looking at him, I just felt bad because he was like trying his best to answer these questions, but you could tell that he just knew that those were the dumbest questions they could have asked him.
He wasn't gonna get caught in their trap, obviously.
Yeah, like you honestly, if you fell into like you can't get caught in that trap.
Yeah, no, 100%. Especially him. He's like a big dog now. He's like I think he's the owner of the biggest social media I think at the moment.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest ones.
It's because he's Chinese, bro.
What you mean?
That's the reason.
What you mean?
It's America versus China, man. It's because he's Chinese. It's a Chinese company. They're making the dollars. America's not really making nothing off it, and they're not rocking with it.
How do you feel like TikTok? Like what would y'all reaction be if like TikTok genuinely got banned from these states?
Honestly, I would be happy. I think.
What?
I would honestly like, even though I used to be OD on TikTok, I'm not really like as a user, I'm not really on it as much. But I do think it's super degenerate. Like, I don't think it's good for like young kids watching TikTok, scrolling, seeing girls like, you know, half naked, dancing, like, and you're just scrolling, it's nonstop, just a bunch of like shorties just like, you know, being, you know, kind of wild. Honestly, I don't think it's healthy for like, you know, young kids to see that every day. And I feel like that's the main type of content on TikTok, or majority of it.
It's a lot of it is like a lot of there's a lot of like, I'll get like a lot of TikToks where it's like you know, girls promoting a lot of like sexual stuff, right? Yeah. And then it would be like maybe like a couple of shorties that are like off, like they'll set up the camera, they're like somewhere in like the back or whatever, and they'll show off like, you know, their chest, their body parts. Exactly. So it's like, imagine if like a 13-year-old kid was just scrolling on TikTok and all of a sudden, boom, that just popped up on the screen. You know, so like for me personally, it doesn't really affect me if TikTok is still here, if it's gone. Cause I feel like for me, my main thing is like, you know, for content, like my main thing is YouTube or Twitch or stuff that, you know, it's like a lot of big creators use or do and stuff like that.
Right. So basically with that, so you're saying you guys wouldn't really care if TikTok got banned or whatnot?
No, it wouldn't really affect me too
much. Do you use TikTok at the moment? Or like, I'm saying like for your like gaming and whatnot. Do you use it?
Yeah, I do. I upload TikToks and stuff like that on my gaming channel, but or on my TikTok, but you know, it's like, it's not like anything crazy. Like I'll have like a good amount of views. I get like a lot more views on my YouTube shorts than I do on TikTok.
Yeah, I would have noticed that as well. It's weird. Like, I think low key because YouTube is already more popular than TikTok. I feel like, in my opinion, YouTube I remember YouTube added shorts maybe like a year ago. They added the shorts, like changed the game.
Exactly.
You feel me? TikTok is always like, it's only shorts. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
So I noticed they started doing lives and stuff now. I think actually I heard this, that TikTok in the lives you can actually get paid.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you can get monetized for that.
Really? Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, and I heard also on TikTok you get like there's two type of creators. Like there's the people that create like the shorts, and then now they're trying to have like a long video format.
Yeah,
and the people that have views on the long video format are gonna get paid like way more.
Cause they started, I think they added like 10 minutes now, so you can make like 10-minute TikToks now.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, like, is it like based off of watch time, basically?
Like an actual view counts on longer watch time for the longer format videos, but you get paid like a lot more once you hit that like view. I don't know if it's like they gotta watch for at least a minute or 30 seconds or whatever it is.
Yeah, I guess. I'm pretty sure if it works the same as YouTube, it'd probably be like mostly based off of like watch time and viewers, right? Yeah. But this is what I want to say. So a lot of people say that like YouTube has problems and stuff like that, like especially with content creators, like there's a lot of problems with that. But I personally think that even though there's all these other social media like TikTok and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure YouTube is going to stay on top for a long time. I don't think it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. I'm pretty sure YouTube is going to be probably one of the biggest social.
Not social media, but
it's not social media. It's more like a
social video platform, I guess.
Yeah,
social platform, I guess. Yeah.
So it's been like think about it like this, right? So it's been out. So YouTube has been a thing since like 2005, right?
Right.
and they've changed so much of the platform in the past 20 years, like almost 20 years, that like, you know, like people complain, people have had problems with it, people like the new changes, people hate the new changes, but it's still been on top since then, basically. Even with all like the problems that they've had, all that stuff, right? So I'm pretty sure like even like 10, 20, like around 20 years from now, YouTube is still probably going to be on top, just because they do treat they treat their creators a lot better than a lot of other platforms like Twitch. I've heard a lot of bad things, like Twitch doesn't really take care of the creators that well. TikTok doesn't take care of the creators that well. I don't know much about Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that, but YouTube is probably like a lot of the best options. You know, have you ever heard of Ludwig?
No, I'm not
a streamer. So he's like, Ludwig is a streamer from Twitch, right? He was one of the biggest streamers on Twitch for a long time. I think he won the best streamer award like 2 years ago or a year ago, right? And I was watching one of his videos when he was talking about streaming, and he switched from Twitch to YouTube. So basically what he said was that YouTube and Twitch both offered him a contract or a deal, right, to stay with their platform. So like Twitch offered them a deal, and Ludwig, you know, he looked at the deal, he liked the deal, and then YouTube offered him a deal, he liked that deal as well. So he did a tactic where he would call each company and basically say, "Oh, I'm about to go with the other company," try to get them to do either a higher bid or a higher offer, or, you know, see what they say, basically. So when he did it to YouTube and he said, "Hey, listen, like, you know, I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm about to go with Twitch." Then YouTube was like, "All right, well," like they basically raised the offer 20%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That shows you how much they care.
Exactly. And then when he went to Twitch, he's like, "Yo, I'm thinking about going to YouTube." Twitch is like, "All right, cool, peace."
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that, especially with I think Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat. If you watch it, you know the Note Boys, right?
Yeah.
They had a pod with Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross was just like tweaking, right? He was basically like, "Bro, let me tell you something about Twitch, bro. Kai Cenat is the most streamed person on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
They post him, congrats on all that stuff. He doesn't have a contract with Twitch.
Nope.
Twitch does not sponsor him. Twitch does not promote him at all.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like, this is your main guy. It's like the NBA didn't broadcast like LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? "Oh, we're not going to sign you, but you're going to play for us," right?
Right.
It's almost like, what is this? Like, am I your slave? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like that for real.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like that shows. But again, I don't know. I'm not too aware on the Twitch end, but like for you, like, how's monetization on Twitch? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I've heard it's much tougher, but I don't know.
Yeah, Twitch is a lot harder. It's actually compared to YouTube, it's a lot harder to get discovered. It's a lot harder to get monetized, right? So like, Ka, he just got monetized, kind of, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, I became a Twitch affiliate like, I'll say like a month and a half ago, and since then I made $10.
In the last month?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably only streamed like maybe like 14, 13 times, because I just like upgraded my setup, so I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. And yeah, I made like $10. I think like 50 cents was from ads. You feel me? You barely make anything off ads, especially off the jump. Most of it came from subscribers. I got 3 like organic subscribers. And I have, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. So I made a spare account. You know, I got Amazon Prime, so I subscribed to myself. You feel me?
Yeah, I hope Twitch doesn't see this. But if you do, like and subscribe.
Yeah, no cap, bro.
Yeah, like and subscribe to TV, bro.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I don't know. I feel like once you're averaging like 1,000, 2,000, if you make it there and you're averaging 1,000, 2,000 viewers, like you're gonna be making it back. But at this stage, it's pretty much like pennies to the dollar.
Plus, doesn't Twitch like take like at least 50%?
Yeah, they take.
No way, 50?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they take 50% of your subscriptions. So.
Oh, you have to get subscribed to Twitch, to the platform.
So like no, like basically like, so I think most of the creators make most of their money from like subscribers, right? Because ads don't make that much money. Even if you do have like thousands of viewers, they don't make that much money. So they get most of their money from subscribers. So what they do is they take whatever you make from those subscribers, they take 50% from that for themselves.
Yeah, and it's $5 per subscription, so you make like $2.50.
Damn, what?
Yeah.
But I feel like Twitch is like, it's like more like you're streaming. I don't know. For me, like, I look at Twitch's platform, it's kind of like people have to watch you in the moment. YouTube is like you post it and like as many people that watch, it continuously grows on how much you make. You feel
exactly.
And I think YouTube also gives you like that certain point. Like I think it's 1,000 subscribers and then like 40,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
On when you
4,000, I think actually.
4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, 4,000.
4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
I've passed 4,000 watch hours, but I don't have the 1K subscribers. Probably.
Okay.
I think you need the both, but I think once you hit both of them, he'll might buy the subscriber.
And it was just $20.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that stuff, bro. We're at a solid 120.
No, we're not. We don't do that stuff.
No. But yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say, but I think on Twitch though, like you said, like how many, like most Twitch streamers that I hear of, like 5-6 hours, they're putting into the grind.
Yeah.
For this one thing, is that something that you do as well, like 5-6 hours?
Not that much. I don't think I have. It's weird.
I think if they get like bread on that for you to be able to do 5.
Yeah, because it's like you're sitting there. But the thing is, though, is that in order to get the bread, you have to put in that work, right? So you can't just sit there. Like we do, like maybe we stream maybe like he did a bunch of 5-6 hour streams.
Yeah, when I started out, like I was going crazy, like 5 to 10 hours a day.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Just on the screen, nothing.
Yeah, just on the stream, playing the game the whole time, and that's when I was experiencing the most growth consistently. And then when I went to like the 2-hour, 3-hour streams, like
you notice it's decreasing, like
like when I was doing 5 to 10 hours, I was getting a new follower every single time I streamed. Someone new would hop in the chat, they would follow me, and they will engage with me for a little bit. But with the 2 to 3 hours, it might just be like my 1-2 regulars the whole time, and that's it. No,
I think it's because. So what I've heard, I'm not sure if this is 100% true. I feel like it might be true, but what I've heard is that just getting discovered on Twitch is actually like almost impossible because the way, so like this is what I've seen. So the way that people like discover people is through, I think it's through mostly like just like the people they follow, right? So people that they follow will like pop up on their screen when they access Twitch like right away, and they'll show that they're live or not. So people are like, oh, he's live right now. They'll watch that, right? But if you want to find new people, it's really hard because you would have to either go into like the specific category of game, or like I guess look up whatever the tag. I don't even know if like that's the thing, like looking up tags and stuff like that.
You can look up tags. That's how a lot of Somalis found me.
Okay, yeah.
Search up Somalia.
So you basically
on the tag, bro.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, that's what you would have to do. But not a lot of people do that. Especially if like since Twitch has already been around for so long, people already have like the certain amount of people that they follow.
Yeah.
So you would have like people that are looking for like new streamers. Like that's the only way you'll be able to get those like new watchers and stuff. But like since most of them already have like a bunch of people they follow and a bunch of people they watch, they're not going to be looking for new streamers. So it's going to be like a lot harder for you to like get discovered, especially since like Twitch doesn't like throw a lot of people's videos. They won't
advertise you kind of how YouTube.
No, they don't.
Like I even heard I actually heard that on Twitch it's more better for you to like have an audience somewhere else and then move it to Twitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because there's no For You page. You feel me? There's no like home page where it shows like you go on YouTube, shows like what like 10, 12 like random videos.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like that on
now
Twitch.
You're watching too, so it like matches your algorithm as well. Like,
With Twitch, like you literally like you either search someone up or you search up the game, and then it shows like you can sort it in order of like most viewers to least viewers. So it shows the top dogs at the top, and then if you reverse it, it shows like 100 to 1,000 people with one viewer. And there's like that's like if that's like me with like another random 1,000 people. And if they click on one person, it's like 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 2,000, all at the same stage.
So I'm thinking like, the thing is that if YouTube fixes up their like streaming stuff, so like I feel like I don't know if this is gonna be true. I have no idea what's gonna happen with this, but I feel like if YouTube actually like puts in a lot of work in the streaming like side of YouTube, like with the discoverability and like compensation for the content creators and stuff like that, they might end up blowing Twitch out of the water.
Really?
Yeah, because YouTube is already like an established platform, and it's been established for so long, and they have so many creators and so many like viewers and stuff like that, that if they get a good if they have like a good platform from streaming, if they like make it like better than Twitch, like somehow, I don't know how they would, I don't know how that works, but if they do find a way to make it better than Twitch might actually die out. Man. Because they're already treating their streamers better than a lot of Twitch streamers, right? So Twitch is already like kind of treating their creators like crap. YouTube is treating them a lot better. So all they would need to do, I think, is just I guess make the streaming part more accessible a little bit.
Kind of like how they make shorts. Like shorts is a thing now. Like we do shorts now. You feel
exactly
me?
Right. So like now it's like okay, shorts is like really like helpful for creators. Very very helpful. Yeah. Like TikTok is good too, but like shorts is better because it's directly on YouTube. Yeah.
So it gets your viewer to look at you immediately.
Exactly. It's a way easier to access the channels and stuff like that through the shorts than it is when you go through TikTok, because then you would have to actually post a link on TikTok in order to go to the channel. Mm-hmm. But on shorts, it's like right there. So that's what I'm saying is that's why I say that's why I said before that YouTube is going to be like here forever, because when they implement those things that other social media platforms have been doing, all they have to do is implement it on their own platform, and it's gonna like basically take over. Right. So, well, I mean, obviously, I'm not like a business guy. I don't know this type of stuff, but this is like what I think, right? So, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But
what advantage do you feel like at least like what advantage Twitch has compared to YouTube, like which makes it at least like Aiden Ross will still go on Twitch, but he still posts on YouTube like those 2 to 3 minute, geeking like type of videos, right? And he'll do that and make numbers, bro, like 2 million like a day. You feel me? Right. That's Aiden Ross, right? Yeah. But on Twitch, he's still there like consistently. Like, why do you feel like he probably obviously you don't know him, but like, why do you feel like that is still the case?
Well, I feel like it's easier on Twitch because like I think it's mostly accessibility to like these streamers, right? So even though it is hard to like discover new streamers, Twitch is purely just streaming. Right? Because YouTube has a bunch of stuff. It has like, regular videos, it has premium, it has TV, it has, streaming, it has shorts, all that, right? So there's a lot going on with YouTube. So not everybody's going to be able to like, go to streaming or go to this or that, because I don't know how like people think, but like it's going to be a little harder to do it on YouTube. But on Twitch, because it's purely just streaming, I feel like it's a lot easier for people to access people's streams and stuff like that, especially like when you log in, like let's say when you log into Twitch and then you just like open the app, all your followers are already on the side right there, right? Mm-hmm. And it'll show that if they're live. And then you'll have like maybe like some recommended channels like on your thing, right? And then it'll show you like the games that people are playing, and it'll show how many people are watching, stuff like that. So all that right there, just the first thing you see when you log into Twitch, that's already like enough for people to like stay on Twitch and like, oh, like one of my people I'm following is live right now, let me go watch his live. Or, oh, people are playing this new game that just came out, I want to see who's playing this, and like, all that stuff. So I think it's easier that way, because when you go into YouTube primarily like shows just normal content, like videos and channels like that, but not their streaming stuff. Streaming, you have to actually like, go onto the streaming tab itself and then actually like, watch people's lives, because the YouTube doesn't really promote the lives a lot. Right.
No, I feel that. I think, like you said, YouTube is more like a short and like a video based at the moment. But I think that's, like you said, live stream is what Twitch has. But again, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's going to be someone out there that beats that, because I don't know. For me personally, if I look at like any business model, any like type of media and whatnot, social media, the way it keeps renovating, like it's just always like I feel like these not content creators, these owners of these big companies are always looking for ways to make their social media platform better, right? Yeah. Like if you notice Instagram, they even like started doing the notes thing on the side. Yeah. Golden, right? Like if you're trying to bag a joint, you feel me? Like, but like genius idea, or like even if you're trying to like chop it up with somebody, easy. Like they say something that makes you geek, boom, you start having a convo with them. Who knows? That might be your friend. Yeah. So it's like, that's so innovative. Nobody would have thought of that. But look at Instagram, thinking outside the box. That's why they're still winning. You feel me? Right. And Twitch is, from your opinion, have they made any changes since you started like being on the platform, or do you feel like it's kind of like been the same model? Nothing really big has changed.
That's a good point. We haven't been on Twitch that long, to be honest.
You're more YouTube. You're YouTube.
I've been on YouTube for way longer than Twitch. I think we started streaming around the same time, so like 2 months ago, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it started in December, yeah.
So we haven't really been on Twitch that long yet, but since we started, obviously nothing's really changed. Mm-hmm. I don't know about before that. It doesn't seem like anything's really changed since even before that. So maybe there's some little things that happened that people like know, but like I personally don't know. So I guess I would have to like wait another maybe like 6 months or so to see what happens, and then I guess
go from there, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to implement this. Like I had this big question. So you're obviously Ethiopian, right? And Somali. So with us having African parents and kind of doing like outside the box things, like how do your parents kind of like react to you doing this type of stuff? Is it more like hate towards it? Is it more like, bro, okay, bro, you try it, go ahead, try it? Or is it like, oh, they kind of give you confidence? You feel confident like talking about it around them?
Yeah, no, I don't talk about it around them at all. Like,
really?
Not at all. Because they obviously, like, they don't think like that is like a real like career path you can take. They don't think that you putting videos on the internet is gonna make you money.
Right.
So, like when I started, like back when I was like 2016, like when I was making a lot of videos, I feel like if I kept going from back then, by now I probably would have been a lot bigger than I am now. But because my parents were like, oh, this is a waste of time. You're wasting your time. We'll focus on school, focus on this, focus on that, right? It kind of discouraged me from
demotivated you.
Yeah, from keep going from posting and stuff. So that's why, like, I don't know if my parents even know that I'm still posting stuff on there. I really don't know because I haven't said a word to them. But I feel like if I told them now, they wouldn't be as upset or anything like that because I'm still going to school. I'm still, working and stuff like that. So I'm still getting a degree. It's just like they think of it as like a hobby, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Until you show that big check, you feel me? Like that.
Yeah, once they see the money, that's when everyone be like, oh,
everyone's
really?
favorite thing, bro.
They're like, wow, so you can make this much on the YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stop to school. But bro, like you're almost there, bro. You have almost 1K real followers. You feel me? Like. No, I know, bit bro. You're my guy, bro. You know I know, but real talk, bro. I think you're at 659 as of recently. So like, when do you feel like when is that your time goal, like to hit that 1K, like one bando?
I've been saying like June. I've been saying June for weeks now.
Weeks?
Yeah, I don't think I want to hit it by June. But
you gotta have motivation. You gotta have like confidence. You gotta have.
I know I have confidence, bro. Every like video, like when I make my intro in every video, I always let people know that I'm trying to get 1,000 followers by June. I'll do it at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video.
Right.
Every video, right? I mean, like I'm not gonna say like I'm like I don't have confidence that I'll hit 1,000 by June. Like if I don't, I'm not gonna be disappointed, right? Because like I feel like this is like a thing that you have to learn when you're making content, right? You'll have goals, you'll have expectations that you want to like hit at a certain point in time, but even if you don't hit it, it shouldn't discourage you from continuing on.
Exactly.
Because if you discourage yourself, then you're just gonna it's gonna like slow down, and then after a certain point, you're just not gonna make content anymore, right? So you just kind of have to like persevere basically and get through. Even if you don't hit your goals, even if you don't at that certain point in time that you want to hit your goals, if you keep going, eventually you will hit those goals. Maybe at a later date, maybe not as fast as you want to, but you have to like basically keep working at it.
For sure.
You can say that not even just for content creation, but literally anything else. Like if you're thinking about losing weight, if you're trying to, make music, all that stuff. Like you just literally have to keep going, even if it doesn't look like you're gonna get anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
No, facts. Like I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel like your trajectory and his trajectory too. You guys kind of both have the passion for it. I think that's like step one. I feel like you guys just the consistency you put in.
Yeah.
You get in what you get out. You feel me?
Right.
I know. You get out what you get in. My fault. You get out what you get in. But anyways, so that's a good mentality to have with things. Like to wrap this up, I kind of like wanted both of your guys, right? Starting with you, like where do you see yourself like with this specifically? Where do you see yourself going? What places and subscribers, or like where do you want to take this longevity wise? Have you ever thought about that before?
Yeah, I think about that like all the time. Basically what I want to do is I don't have a number specifically to how many subscribers I want to have or how many people that like want to like follow me. I don't have a specific number. What I think about is like basically I want to get to the point where in my like career where I can create stuff that people just enjoy, right? And I want to get to the point where like, let's say like I can basically make a movie if I wanted to, right? And then people would love the movie, right? And then like people want to watch it, right? And basically like the numbers, I don't really think too much about the numbers because you can't really predict the numbers you're gonna hit, especially like in the next few years, right? Like there's people that on YouTube that hit like millions of subscribers like faster than they expected to, or like it takes them longer than they expected to, right? So if I feel like the way you should think is, or the way that I think personally is that I'm just trying to make content that people want to watch, right? So if they want to like watch me like die a million times in like Elden Ring or something like that, yeah, why not? I don't care. Like I'll post that. I'll make it. I'll enjoy it myself, right? Because I like that game a lot. And if people like watching me rage and stuff like that, or watching me like just suck or do good or something like that, you know, I will do it because I enjoy people enjoying me, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the.
So you kind of just always be in the entertainment space. Like
yeah, I like being in the entertainment space, and then obviously I want to get to the point where, like, you know, I guess you could say I want to create a business, like an entertainment business, where it's like, you know, I want people to enjoy our content, and then also bring in people that want to create content as well, so that it's easier for them to create the content. They'll have a platform, they'll have, you know, equipment and stuff like that, so that it's going to be easier for them to start, you know, making content.
Exactly.
Right.
You give them a heads up.
Yeah, basically just give them like a head start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like
Absolutely.
that's basically what I'm trying to get to.
For sure. I respect that. I loved it, bro. How about you, bro?
For me, like, so gaming's of my hobbies, I enjoy gaming the most. If I can get paid while gaming, that's like just the most like dream world scenario for me. And like people do it, so it seems like it could be a realistic thing. It's possible. It's not like so far fetched. So it's for me. It's just to fulfill this dream of mine, to get paid doing a thing I enjoy most, like in this world, pretty much entertainment wise. And I just want to get big enough where, you know, I don't gotta work IT forever until I'm like
Inshallah.
I'm not trying to be like, you know, retiring when I'm 58, you know, in the office 9 to 5.
Just have a 401k.
Yeah, I'm not trying to deal with none of that. So if I could make enough money gaming and retire off gaming young, and then from there I'm gonna just, you know, focus on chilling with my family. Like if I have a wife and kids by then, like I want to be like as young as possible as I can be, where I can just full focus, retire, and just be with my family like damn near like all the time, just doing like fun stuff with my family.
Yeah.
So it's like just until if I can make it, and inshallah I make it and I make a bag, and then I'm gonna get out the game pretty much.
No 9 to 5 life, guys. No 9 to 5 life.
I'm not trying to do that.
Against it.
Oh my god, I think that's probably like that's like kind of where I want to be too. You know, like I want to build that company. You know, I want to build that business as well. But at the same time, I want to be able to, you know, be with my family. Like, you know, like if I have a family, I want to be with them because, you know, I want to, you know, raise my family. I want to be with them. I want them to, like, you know,
to prosper off the goods that you became, that you've received. Yeah.
So I want them to have, you know, like, let's say if I have kids and stuff, I want them to have good lives because, you know, I worked for that.
Exactly.
So
that's like the ultimate dream, obviously, as any man. Yeah,
right. And then eventually, like, retire at an early age, maybe like my 30s. And then, you know, I hope to God not make any more content. I mean, not in a way that, like, you know, people were upset, like, oh, why is you making more content? Da, da, da. No, it's because, like, I feel like after a certain point in your life, like, you just want to relax.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, is PewDiePie, does he still do like?
Yeah, he does. He does a lot.
Yo, you know what's crazy? My fault. I'm gonna finish this off. Like, I never got entertained by him. I don't know how. I never like my whole life, like bro, my OG favorite YouTuber is KSI. That's OG right there.
Yeah.
And like obviously the Sidemen, those are my boys. Like I was watching them like 5th grade. You feel me?
Yeah,
my guys,
that,
right?
yeah.
Like those are my guys. And I remember people would say like PewDiePie was the best YouTuber at that time, and I swear I used to argue. I was like, bro, this guy is not entertaining, bro. Like how do you watch this guy? How do you watch bro's content? I swear, like no hating on PewDiePie, bro. You're up than me, bro. You feel me? Like,
but he's the most subscribed person on YouTube, bro.
Still to this point.
Yes, he is.
Mr. Beast didn't pass him?
No, bro. This guy, dude, he has like hundreds of millions of subscribers, bro.
Right now? What does PewDiePie even do now? Does he just stream?
He doesn't even game anymore. Like he just like, what does he even do? I don't even know if he games anymore.
He's 111 million subscribers?
Yeah.
He just had a video release. He had 2.3 trying out Japanese candy.
111 million?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Beast has more now.
No way.
Nah, I don't even think he has triple digits
Mr.
yet.
Beast hit 100 million a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he's ahead.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Beast.
He's 138 mil.
No way!
Oh God.
See, dude, like that's crazy.
Bro, literally, look, Mr. Beast's last video, like one of his last videos, 127 mil.
Someone like Mr. Beast.
This guy is actually crazy.
I can respect him.
Huh?
I can respect Mr. Beast.
He's a grinder, bro.
Oh, I have crazy respect for that man.
PewDiePie, like I respect him, but I don't enjoy his content.
I don't.
But
Mr. Beast like geeks. You feel me? Like he's actual funny content.
Yeah.
Because he's younger. He's younger, so like he doesn't like. I think it's because he's younger and he has like a more like a different aspect of the world, right? Because he you know, I've heard a lot of stuff. Like I watched podcasts with him on it. He doesn't like keep the money.
He literally reinvests everything.
Yeah, he never keeps the money, so he just puts all his money on content, everything. So
I think about it, like, how do you like live off? Like, I don't know, like, how do you like?
He said I think he lives in like a studio apartment. Like, I don't think he like.
No. I heard the story. Basically, he lived in like the hood, basically, like in a very bad area.
Yeah.
Then he got robbed.
Yeah.
In his house, so then he had to move to at least a better like area, right?
Right.
But he was that cheap. Like, he was living in the hood, bro, and he had probably like millions of subscribers. You feel me?
Yeah, he did. He said he doesn't believe in material stuff, and like it's crazy because a lot of people say that, but he actually like
he doesn't dress up and drip at
no,
all.
He
He's
doesn't.
just a basic regular clothes kind of
He
guy.
just throws money at like YouTube videos, all of his money. I think somebody tried to buy his YouTube video for like $1 billion or something like that, and he said nah.
To buy his YouTube video.
Yeah, his channel. Yeah, and he was like nah because his video or his channel is worth more than $1 billion, 100%. Because of the amount of views he's accumulated and the amount of money he's put in those videos.
You know, he even has his like own restaurant too.
Yeah,
like Mr. Beast Burger.
It's not even a restaurant.
I'll be delivering food. Bro, I'll get orders from Mr. Beast Burger. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And it'd be like random places. It wouldn't even be in his own restaurant. It'd be like Chili's or something like that.
He doesn't have his own restaurant unless it's like, I think like...
Yeah, they have like a ghost... It's like a ghost kitchen type of thing. So like other restaurants will...
He probably just has contracts with other restaurants.
He does, yeah.
Genius, bro. Genius.
And it blew up a lot during COVID.
Yeah, especially. Yeah, obviously everyone's remote. He's smart, bro.
So he put like, hey, listen, you want to make money? I got you. Let me just sell my food real quick, and then you keep some of this profits, and I'll take some of these profits. And then boom, that's how he probably made a lot of like stores, or what's it called, made a lot of contracts with a lot of different restaurants. Plus, right now, I think he's doing like candy too.
Yeah, he got chocolate.
Yeah, he got his own chocolate now, like a chocolate bar.
Way, bro.
Yeah, like
I'm
different
telling you,
flavors and stuff.
Like him, he's different, bro.
He's innovative, 100%. Like he's probably like, I think he's probably gonna be like one of the most successful YouTubers. Like
he probably is. Like I'm gonna look.
He might
like, he already is.
People,
who's the most subscribed YouTuber?
It has to be Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
it has to be Mr. Beast. Yeah,
cause you know he got like 5 different channels just for like for other languages, and they rack in like millions of views. Like he'll put the same video in Spanish, French.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that's
smart
so
because now he's getting like globally known. Yeah. So people around the world know who this guy is.
Smart, man.
Yeah.
Way to use that. Way to use it up here, bro.
Nah, he's like. Then I think he started out like making like I think he said he made like a 30-something hour stream of him just counting to like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, like he'll ask for you know Bradley Martin, the fitness guy.
Yeah.
I think he had a challenge for him. Like he had like a 25 or like a 1 pound or 5 pound dumbbell.
Yeah.
He's like, how much you can do? I think he'd do like $1 for each one.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He even had one with like a bunch of British YouTubers. Like it was like holding a plane.
Yeah.
Person that hold the plane along is like you can't let go of anything.
Yeah.
One like
private jet.
Yeah, private jet. I think Road to Shaw won, I believe.
He did?
I believe so. Maybe I'm mistaken. I watched like most of the video. I don't think I finished it.
I watched the part where Chunks was like basically like where Mr. Beast went up to Chunks. He's like, listen, if you take your hand off right now, I'll give you my credit card and you can just buy whatever you want.
I respect it, bro.
And then I think
time over money,
right?
bro.
Yeah, it was him and Speed.
Yeah, they just went out and like they didn't even know how much was on the card. Mr. Beast didn't tell them how much was on the card. He just gave him the card. I think they spent like $50K.
No way. That's dope, bro.
Yeah, I was like, you could just like he just literally just like spent that much money in a day. And then he did not. Mr. Beast did not care about that.
He makes so much, bro. You have to understand. Like once you make that, that's why I say, bro, money, bro. When you have like real money, like, bro, life becomes much more like freedom. Like, I feel like freedom comes, like, I obviously, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, money definitely buys the freedom, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like a lot of people like say like money doesn't buy happiness, and I could like agree with that to some extent. But money buys freedom, where you can do
100%.
Freedom buys happiness, bro. Chuck's
right.
Hey, bro, connect the dots, bro.
Everybody, hey, I'm sorry, but everybody that says money doesn't buy happiness, bro, think about it, bro. You just bought your own freedom to be happy.
Free range child to happiness in life, bro.
Hey, if you are a broke kid, you would understand what I'm saying.
100%, bro. Hey, bro, but yo, thank you guys so much for watching the new talk show. Your host Samson, our 2 guests. We out.